time. It's time to get a fresh new project. And yeah, maybe you see, I could not choose between those two beautiful collections. So yeah, I choose for both of them to do. Yeah, I know. I could not choose because between Lovely When You Smile and Plum and Chocolate. You already saw the collections, and if you didn't, please watch that video back. I did quite a big review on both of these collections, and oh my gosh, I love this one, I love this one, I love this one, I just couldn't choose. I know I asked you, and I did count on the reviews on you gave me, and it's most of the time 50-50. This one a little bit better, but this one also very much. So and I do love them both, so why not do them both? Alright, so yes, so I'm gonna start with a new kit with these two collections. I'm gonna do two exactly the same projects, only one with Lovely When You Smile and one with Plum and Chocolate. And so after I'm done, you can choose which one you prefer, which one you would like to do. Maybe you like them both, same as I do, who knows? But let's get started and let's have fun. Alrighty guys, now the first thing I always check first before I even start thinking about what I want to make, is what kind of basic cardstock that I like to use. Now these three are my favorite ones. The brown, the white or the black, those three I always like to use. So yeah, it's just a matter of grab a piece of paper and see which one you like the best. That's something I just can't choose for you guys. It's just personal which one you do like, and so that is how I like to do it. And yeah, we have two different colors to use. But gosh, I'm not going to use black. I think black is too black. So this is, for me at least, for me this is not an option. So I go for either white or brown. Because the white pops it up really nice. Now I did in my last project with the Vagabond, I did use two, and actually I really liked how that turns out. And what do you say? It is more work, I know that, but gosh, I love it. Love it, especially with lighter papers. And I hope I will not get a new addiction to do that, because it is much more work. And now I'm doing two projects, but gosh, I love this way too much. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go for that. For both of them. Yes, I am. I think I am gonna do that. I just love this. The brown makes it softer, and the white pops the papers real nice up. So yeah, I think this is the best way to use the papers. But perhaps you have other color cardstock. I don't use colored cardstock often, not that much, because it's very difficult to choose which one. And for you guys, it's almost, yeah, it's personal. I always say that it's personal to see which color cardstock you like to use. That is also a thing why I do not put this in a kit, because yeah, some of you like white, some of you like brown, some of you like black, and some of you guys does like other colors, like dark blue. If you have a dark blue cardstock fits perfectly, but I don't have it. I don't have it, and I'm just don't gonna buy it. Perhaps you have a nice plum, purple cardstock. Perhaps you have a nice green one, will fit perfectly too. But I can't choose that for you guys, so I don't. And that does, it's for me it's always difficult to search for the exact nice color of cardstock. So I always go with the 3 basic ones, the black, brown or white one. And now this time I am going to use 2 of them. And if I'm going to do that, and I think I am going to do that, I must say that my brown is not as thick as my black. My black is 160 gram. And this one is, I believe, 120. So that is then good. It's nice to be able to use it. No, not that. That's not the correct word. If I'm going to use this, and I do, then I am definitely not going to use a thick white one. I'm just going to use a thin one. Just a thin piece of normal print paper. So, because you only see the edge, so you don't have to buy an expensive white nice one. You just can use a cheap print paper one because you only see the white edges. See, you only see the white edges. So that's the only thing. So just use a very thin one. Otherwise it is going to be way too thick. And I still can use, if I chose the black one, I still could use this because this is so thin. I think this is an 80 gram or something. So I can use this on my 160 gram, but I also can use it on my 120 gram. It still will be sturdy enough. So yep, that's what I'm gonna do. Yay! Alright, so that is the information about the cardstock. You can use whatever you like. You don't have to buy exactly the same brands. I like to use the Clairefontaine with the black. For this one I use the Folia. I have to check that out. I have to grab a new pack. So I'm going to show you. It's from Germany. And this is just a cheap white from a cheap store. Alright, so that is what I'm going to use. Yeah, what am I gonna make? What? Well, I have thought about that during this weekend. What? I do have plenty. What do I have in this kit? Well, I do have plenty to use. So what I have is, as you can see, the 6x6 pad. So these are 18 double-sided papers. Love those. Same with the plum. I have the 8x8. These are also 18 double-sided. Also in the plum, of course. I also have these one, and I'm gonna start with these one to cut out and let them be ready to use. Very interesting in these, how they work. Then I have the 12x12, and these are 6 double-sided papers, and I do not have one, I have 2. Okay, so plenty. So also with these ones, of course. With the plum, also 2. And then, that's not all, I also have the covers. Very first time to use these. So these are exactly the same as bookbinders linen. They do not tear, and Craft O'Clock did send me these earlier, I believe last year, in a big box, and I already got a chance to use them, so I really love them. So yeah, the covers. So the covers, I could not resist that. I thought that would be perfect to add to this set. So it's a very huge set. I really think this is worth the try. And I do have plenty to play with. So it's not going to be a small, quickie project but you're not used to see that with me. No, I'm not. So we have plenty to play with. The first day, like I said, I'm gonna play with these. And then after that, and I do have something in mind, guys. I do have something in mind that I like to do. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm gonna keep that as a secret. Well, you already saw the walkthrough, so. Okay, so I am gonna unpack these. Very curious what's inside. And yeah, so I do let me inspire from the papers what's inside. And okay, let me unpack this also. I don't wanna let the plum be jealous or something. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut these all out, and then I'm gonna fold these so these are ready to go. Wow, and the back, if you don't like to use these, then you also can use the back for papers. That's an, gosh, I love those. That's an option, of course, but yeah, of course, why? I am definitely going to use these, but the back is cool. So the back is nice, double-sided printed. So cool. So big pocket, really awesome. Some little envelopes and still these little things I can cut out. I'm gonna do that. Oh wow, this nice sheet. Oh, and this one is not double-sided, so that's good to glue something down. Oh wow, 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 wow. And then we have another one. Nice tags. Oh wow, tabs are inside here. Wow. Okay, so I have to do something with the tabs, or I can make tags with that too, to use those tabs. But wow, these are amazing. I'm very happy that they use exactly the same thing, but then another color. Really awesome. Alright, the back is white too. And then the last one, you have a big, big photo mat. Let's call it a photo mat. And these are such tiny little pockets. And here you have those little tickets. Love it. Alright, so I am gonna start with cutting some of these so they are all ready to go. Yeah, I do. Or shall I leave them all in one spot? Well, I know myself. And for me, it's easier that they all are cut out and ready to use. I know myself. It's easier to use that. So yeah, I'm gonna start with cutting it out and then I'll come back to you. Alright. Alrighty. So yep, I cut it all out and I put all my foldable pieces in one piece. So it's easily access to it, just like this. So these are already, and 2 little baskets of all the cutouts of those sheets. Okay, I'm gonna put this right in front of me. Yay, let's get started. So what we are going to make today? What shall we do today? Well, at least I am gonna use the length of this spine. That's for sure that I want to know. So my spine is going to be 9.5 inch or 24 centimeters. So I can use the length of this. And I think it's a nice size. I think 9.5 is a nice size of making something. And that's, I also can change it like this, of course. But why? Why do I make it that large? I think this size is a nice, doable size, don't you think? Let me grab, where was my little handy little piece? Like this is a 10 by 15, so you still can add 2 photos above. So yeah, it's a nice size. And what size do we want for the... Okay, so if we make this as a 9.5, then of course it needs a little smaller, but not too small. I definitely want to use the full length of a photo frame. So how about an 8? 9.5 by 8? Or even an 8.5? No, I think an 8. An 8 is nice. So that is how I am gonna figure out what size do I like. So yeah, and I always, yeah, not always, but sometimes I do that. So if I'm gonna grab a piece of paper that is, well, the cover is gonna be 9.5. That makes us make the cover is 9.5. Do I like the pages? Well, actually, I think I do like the pages also just a fraction smaller. So if the chipboard is going to be 9.5, then I think I am gonna make it this size. Just a fraction smaller. And that means that it is, so this is my base page size. And that is a 9.1, well actually it is not a 9.1/4, it should be a 9.1/4. No, it does not have to be. A 9.38 is this, a 9.38. And that makes me in centimeters 23.7. Okay, and then this is, well, 8. And then this is actually 20.2. Okay. So this is going to be my base page. So my chipboard piece is a little larger. So my chipboard is 9.5, like I said, 9.5 by, and let's make that 8.1/4. So it's a little bigger. 8.1/4, just a little. And that means that is in centimeters, that is, well, 24, oh, it's a little larger, 24.2, let's say that, and 8.1/4 is definitely a 21 centimeters, and that is inch. So this is going to be my chipboard, and this is going to be my base page, base pages. Yep, that is how I like to store. You know me, I do like follow along videos. I do not plan things. I have something in my mind, and that's how I'm gonna start with. And yeah, this is how I work. And yeah, go with the flow, go with the flow. All right, so the chipboard pieces, perhaps I am gonna adjust that. I don't know just yet, but this is the base page. So it's a 9.3 of an 8 by 8 inches, and in centimeters that's 23.7 by 20.2 centimeters. So perhaps you want to see this in close. This is the base where I'm going to work with, and that's all because of these covers sheet. So that's how I'm going to think of that size, because I definitely want to use the covers, and I want to use the covers full in length. Yeah, and of course you gonna have something left over, but wait just a sec. I'm just gonna unpack one. I'm super excited how it feels. Wow, they packed it really well. Oh wow, oh my, this is so smooth. Wow, love it. So this is kind of that Folio paper. Kind of, it feels like the same. In the past I used Folio paper and it feels almost the same. So this does not tear. I want to test it out. Okay. Alright. This does tear just a little. Is it tearing on this side? No, this side it isn't. Oh, that's good to know. This one, this side it does. It does just a little. I don't want to tear it too much, but you're definitely going to see that there is a coat line, a coat piece on here. But here on this, and I don't want to tear it too much. Oh, it does tear. Oh my gosh. Oh, I did not think of that. I thought this would not tear. Okay. Alright. I thought that. You definitely check that out. Folio does not tear. Tear, whip. But this, I thought it would be also not. But it does. Oh, okay. Okay, then it's good that I do not use it for the complete album. Album is not going to be an album, but alright, that's good to know. That is good to know. Wow. Okay, yeah, it definitely so it's just coated paper. See, if I tear it this way, you're definitely gonna see right here there is some coated paper on. So if you're gonna fold this, I'm just gonna use it. If you're gonna fold this, so if you're gonna fold this and you're gonna use it for your spine, I don't think it tears that quickly because, yeah, of course, if you tear it down, then you see the fold line really folds perfectly. That is good to see. Yeah, I think, yeah, cool. So I don't know why this side does tear. No, it does not. See, oh, yep, it does. Yep, this side it does tear it easily. Then, yeah, okay. Yeah, it's definitely something to think about. It's definitely coated. I think it's just coated paper, something like that. Well, I definitely think that if you're going to use it for the spine, it does not tear that quickly as paper, of course. That's obvious that you all saw that. But I was thinking that was kind of familiar with the Folio one, but it isn't. But that's not the thing. That's just my honest review on this material. I thought it would not tear that quickly, but it does. But it's still very, very good to use for the spine. I definitely confess that, yeah, I'm still impressed, but not 100%. Alright, and definitely not. See, if I want to tear this, it does tear, but God, it is, wow, okay. Why can't I tear this quickly? Do I want this used for the cover? There is a coat line in it. There is definitely a coat on it. Do I want this? You can easily tear this, guys. Oh my gosh. That was not my intention. Do I show you this? Yes, I do, because you always think of me that I am pure and honest, and I am going to use this. I'm still going to use this for the cover. Yep, I do, for the spine. So I am curious how it will end up. And I do have other ones. Shall I try this first on something? Perhaps I do have somewhere. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I am. Before I'm gonna mess it all up. So I am gonna grab other ones, because I do have other ones in my stash with this one. I'm gonna try it out just before I am gonna ruin all of this, and I don't want it. Alright, so let me check that out. Alright guys, are we ready? So yep, I made just quick a cover, and I have this in my stash. It's the same one, same brand. I just want to try it out before I'm going to use it, of course. Oh, there are two inside here. Well, let me check that out. Is it this side? It turns easily, and this it isn't. So that's the goal I'm gonna make. This way it tears pretty easy, and this one do not that easily. It does tear, but not that easily. Here you can see that there is a coat on, as you can see that right here. There is a coat on, so it does need a little bit more than just a tear. So I am gonna use the length, because I want the length of, yeah, blah blah. The length of, oh my goodness, yeah, words are not my closest friend. Alright, so I don't have to go all the way, but let me see, 1 inch here. Yep, and then 1 inch here. That's wide enough. Okay, so that is how I cut it, and now I'm just gonna apply this with yeah, let me first, yeah, I do switch this. I don't know if it's gonna hold. I think it does. It's still paper, so. Alright, so I am gonna put, yeah, I definitely gonna add some tape on here. Which tape, that's totally up to you. For now I'm gonna use the 3M double-sided tape. Okay, peel that off. And then I covered it all. Yeah, that was not a good hole though, but it's okay. Here we go. Okay, testing, 1 2 1 2, testing 1 2. Well, I do have the double-sided tape, but I do like also some glue. I'm going to use my glitter glue just to be sure that everything is holding it down, and I'm only going to use it the same way as I would use it in my kit. Alright, so now I'm gonna cut first here just a little excess of my double-sided tape. Now I'm just gonna eyeball the middle, 1 inch on each side. Alright, this is good enough for me. apply this, and I definitely think that it will be perfect when you're going to use it. I don't think that we having any troubles with this. Ooh, I'm not going to use my cloth for glue. But yeah, ooh, that's a bad habit. Okay, so I think I adjust all the glue down here. And now, ta-da-da-da, of course, you just can bend it. And I definitely think if I even fold this all the way down, it does do the job perfectly. I don't think that this is going to tear. No, it's a coated paper. So, yeah. It will hold it down. I definitely like the smoothness of it, but I definitely gonna see where the line goes. Like I just said, this way it tears faster than this way. So yeah. Alright. I think I'm gonna give this my mom. My mom loves to make baby albums, so Mom, you can make it my album. So yeah, definitely I am gonna, which way was it? Let me check that out. Yep, this way. So that's good. That's good because I definitely want to use this way. So this way it tears easier than this way. And that's a good thing because this way I am going to use for the spine. Yep. Yep. And for those who always having, I do see on Facebook so many questions on my spine does crack. Even I do use kind of stuff. I always like to use something extra on the spine, but actually it does not need it if you keep these wide enough. Please keep this wide enough. Then you don't have to use something like a cover, a coated cover, or bookbinder's linen, or fabric, or all kind of that stuff. You don't need if you add this wide enough. Well, I always like to use this because yeah, it looks nice, it's fancy, and just to be secure, I love to use something like this, but you don't have to. If you put this wide enough, you don't have to. Alright, so that's my little lesson on a cover. And yeah, I definitely wanted to try it out, and yeah, you can fold it everywhere. Yeah, I think it only tears when you do it with your hands, but if you're going to use this for years, it will hold. It holds its same thing as my bookbinder's linen. I think they are, but these are not tearing. Not that much, at least. Alright, these are also coated. These are to be found in my Etsy shop. I have one black more. But this one does not tear that easily. This is real bookbinder's linen. But this is not the same material as this one, but it's close. It's coated, and that means that it does not tear that easily. And do not say it does not tear, because we just saw that. My honestly purest review that I ever can get. It does tear, but you need to take quite a bit of force to do that. So yeah, but I'm happy to get my mom happy with this album, with this cover. Alright Mom, it comes to your way. So anyway, so that's my little review on this coated spot. You definitely you see that this way it tears easily, and this way it does not, because of the coating. See, it definitely needs a little more strength to do that. So yeah, cool, love it, gonna use it, but glad that I tested it out. All right, let's get back to my project. Okay, so first of all, I was playing around a little bit with these pockets. So for the plum ones, I finished them all up already, as also with the envelopes, they are ready for use. Just had a bit extra time before my lunch break. I got a phone call, and in the meantime, doing that phone call, I was doing something. Yeah, I cannot sit still. Alright, so as this is my base page, which we are gonna start with, you know the size of that base page, and that is 9/3 of an 8 by 8 inches. That's my base page, or 23.7 by 20.2 centimeters. This is my base. Every single time when I say base page, then I mean this size. This size. Yeah, that size. Alright, so what we're gonna do. The planning is that I'm gonna make a folio. I like to do that. No idea how it turns out, but I like to do that. It's been a while that I did that, and I just love doing that. So why not? And I don't think, oh yeah, I do. I did once with a kit, but I don't know, was it once or even, well, it does not matter how many times that I did that, because I just love to do that. I love making a folio. It's something different. It's something, yeah, totally out of the box, totally something new. And what is exactly in the meantime, I'm gonna do just a little talking and just a little crafting. But what is a folio? Oh, this is perfect size. Ooh, that's cool. Before I'm gonna brabbel a lot more, is okay, so I want to do a folio, but I also like to do that there is space, enough space for adding pictures in it. And lately the projects, I love to do first a left and a right page. So underneath there is a lot of space for extra photos, and I love to do yeah, all in one. Example, I did this also with the Eclipse mini album. Love to do that because you have enough space, you have enough area to write, to put your photos in, to put your memoirs in there or whatever. And if you don't want to put pictures in here, which I can't imagine, then of course you can write something down or something. But I just love to expand the spots. So as you can see, what I did in the meantime during my brabbling is I just created a left page and a right page. So this is my right page. There we go, my right page. And now I'm going to add my left page with none extra gusset. I don't think it's needed. Is it needed? Oh, actually, is it needed? Is it needed to make it a little expandable, to add your pictures inside of here? Oh, I don't know. Is that needed? I have no clue, because we are going to add, yeah, perhaps it is needed. Perhaps it is better to, yeah, I think it is. Well, I can adjust that, of course. I'm just gonna grab my scoring board, and then I'm just going along that first fold line. I'm just gonna make that 1/8, just so we have that little extra. Not much, it's not much, but I think it's needed. Perhaps you would like to do that. If you don't want to do this, you don't have to, but I think it's needed. I think your pictures will be better on its place when you have a little bit expandable time. So yeah, sorry that I forgot about that. Sometimes I think of that way too late. And then of course I'm going to do exactly the same on this side too. Also just that 1/8. This is why I love making a line on one piece of my fold lines, so I know I am in the correct area to make another fold line. And then still you can check it out if you are straight. My dog is looking at me. What are you talking about? I don't understand you, human. Alright, so I am gonna fold this nicely and straight. And then we have a nice little expandable gap. Yeah, see that? So now we have that 1/8 inside here, which make us having all that space that we want. Okay. Cool. Alright, oh, it's even this side, but that does not matter which side it is. Alright, so that's the base. And I think I'm going to make all these 4, because we're going to make 4. Does we make 4? 1, 2, 1, 2. I think we are. Flap, flap. Yeah, I think we are. I think we're going to make 4 of these nice ones. And that does not mean that you can't do any pockets inside here. You can make, perhaps you want to make a nice photo collage on this side and a nice photo collage on this side, and then here perhaps a nice big pocket for adding bigger pictures, or 2 pockets, or you can do anything. Let the paper be your guideline and let it all go with the flow. But for this one, yeah, let's see, what can we do on top here? What do we want? Let's think of that. Okay, cool. Okay, let's go to page 1. And the beauty is of making 2 different collections, that is that I can make first this completely on my own, and then I will show you how I do it. So that's the beauty, and love that. Okay, so what we are going to make is, well, we have our base page, that is this one, and here we are going to work with in a sec together. So what's the point? Alright, I have a little flap here with a 1/8 gusset. Then we have a pocket right here. The meaning is that we're going to make some string closure to keep it all together. Alright, so and then this is open up. You will have a flip and a pocket. Then this flips to the left, and then we have that big pocket on that back. It's the full pocket, and then we have 2 small pockets. That's the top, and that's not all. When this is done, I'm gonna use these small ones as a little tuck spot on the top right here. And then of course we have those big pages where we can still add our photo mats. And I decided to do on the inside a nice big pocket, always. Just to keep it nice, perhaps a sideways pocket once in a while, but for now I made a big pocket. So that is what we're gonna make. Alright, so grab your base page and let's get started. Okay. Alright, before I am gonna start, I need a new package, and this is the great opportunity to say which paper I use. And this paper is made in Germany. I have no idea how far, if you would like to order, how far they will send it. I have no clue, but this is what I found here in Europe. And I love this paper. It's not too thick, it's not too thin. I really love it. So it's from Folio. Love both sides, nice brown, love it. So let me put that right there. And yeah, so in one pack there was 100 sheets. So it's from Folio paper, and yeah, it's from Germany. So I thought it was 120 gram, but I don't know. Normally I would use 160 gram, but 120 gram is nice too. But I can't find it on this pack, but I believe it was on the website. So yeah, this is what I'm going to use for my brown. So if you are in Europe and if you want to search for some nice craft paper, then Folio I really can recommend. Alright, so let's get started. First of all, I'm gonna start with the big pocket in the middle. Make a flippity flop. And fold it down, and then stay away at least 2 millimeters away from your fold lines, and then score again at that mark. And the next thing what I did was, yeah, well, of course, first of all, cut this a little shorter. And then fold it around. But what I did is I fold this double and then I cut it in half, so I have the right size already for my other pocket, which we're going to use in a sec. So I'm going to split this in half, just cutting out a little piece, and that makes me having a nice pocket. Hello, good morning. Wakey, wakey. Oops. Yeah, here we go. Just a nice, simple pocket. Now, for those who are not familiar with my videos are follow along videos. I do not write that much down. So every measurement that I think it needed to be given, I will give you during the tutorials. I do not work with lists. I do not work with material lists. I just start and see how it goes. Go with the flow videos. I must say, I must call my videos actually, not tutorials. Alright, so this you can save for in just a sec. Alright, so that is the inside. You can do anything what you like on the inside. So let's go on top. That's the main thing. Alright, now first of all I like to start with this flap, and I believe it was 5? Yep, it is 5 inches. So I'm gonna grab a new piece of paper, which I'm gonna cut at 5 inches. Yep, then I am gonna score on one side and right away on the other side. Then I am gonna fold one down, and this one I'm gonna cut at. Wat deed jij? Wil je vallen? Okay. Then this one I'm going to cut at 2 inches. So my top lid is 2 inches. And I forgot to make that 1/8. So I'm going to do that on the lid. Sorry, I did forgot that. But you can do that. So yes, I did score 1 inch. But I forgot to score my 1/8. So I did that on my hinge, but that's okay. So that means that I will have a smaller hinge to put it on, but that's okay. That's totally okay. Okay, and now I can glue it on the left corner. You can stay away 1 millimeter if you like. Glue it on. Here we go. That's the flap with that 1/8 gusset. Okay. Now the other one, we also need that 1/8, but now I'm still right here, so I can do it right away without. Wat ben je rondjes aan het draaien? Wat? Okay, and then we can glue it down. Moet je alweer buiten? Nee toch? So this we can glue down at the bottom. I think I need to put her out, and we just are up, guys. Okay, so I'm just gonna place this nicely in the right. Even wachten. In the right corner. And that's that. Alright, guys. Let me take her out for a pee. And here we are back again. Gosh, she's good. Take a quick pee. Go back inside. And she wanted to go up again. What a sweetie. Alright, next. Alright, so this is ready. And the next thing what I did was these two. Add these two on it. So, and I believe I stay away 1 inch. So I'm gonna grab another piece of paper. And I am gonna stay away. I'm gonna stay away 1 inch on above right here. So that means, oh, is this the this is, oh wow, this is the right size. Oh my gosh, that's my luck. But if you don't have your papers having the same length, then just stay away 1 inch or 2.5 centimeters from the top. Okay, now this one is going to be right here, but I would like to stay away 1/2 inch from the sideline, just because. Just to make it a little more fun. Alright, so I'm gonna place this on the edge of this page. Then I'm gonna line this up, make a mark, and then I'm gonna cut it. And then I'm gonna split this also in half the scrap queen way. So I have them nicely separated from each other. So I'm gonna start with the first one. I think I have to sneeze. God bless me. Okay, I'm gonna start with the first one in the right corner. I am gonna leave just a little tiny millimeter away from the edge. Just a little, burnish it down. Okay, now I'm gonna grab the other one. And now I really have to. So I'm gonna stay also 1 millimeter away from the other one. So if these are closed, they are a little from each other. Not much, but just a little. So I have a little white one so I can show you. See, just a little white one. So they don't bump into each other. Okay, that's that. Now I'm first gonna make that big pocket for here. So I'm gonna grab another piece of paper that's the same length as this one, but perhaps I need to adjust it, I don't know. But for now, let me first make a fold line. Right here. And of course, this pocket needs to be the same size as the top. Maybe even 1 millimeter smaller, but almost the same. Okay. I'm gonna cut 1/2 inch away and fold it. And that's my big pocket. Now I absolutely want that this is the same length as this one. So I'm just gonna see how much I need to cut off. I don't want this to be popping out. So I'm just gonna cut this a little shorter. So if I put this down right here, then this is the same size. Yep, it is. Alright. Glue it down. These pockets are awesome if you like to save some folders or brochures or something. If you have planning on, well, maybe a holiday or something, and there are always so much nice brochures to collect. But this will be the nice size to save them somewhere. Okay, put this on the right spot. Make sure it's not coming underneath your first big flap. That's the big pocket, and that is where this is going to be. And now I am losing my ½ inch because we need to have another page. So I'm just going to grab another page, and again I am going to score that ½ inch. Hold it. This one is going to be right here, and I'm going to stay at least 2 millimeters away from this fold line right there. I'm going to cut it, and if needed, and I think it is of course, because we did that too with this one. I'm going to make it 1 millimeter smaller. So I'm just going to cut off my pencil mark. Then I am perfect with this one. Yep. Okay, glue it on. And where you want to glue this, well, just beside your ½ inch mark, you can glue this. Here you have that ½ inch, so I'm just gonna start at the bottom, make sure that I still see my marks, and then I'm gonna be straight. You can lift it just a little up, so I have my 1 millimeter down and 1 millimeter up. Go. Okay, now I want that pocket on top here, and now we can use this one. I believe this is the same size. Yes, it is, but this one we need to make it just a little smaller. So I'm just gonna reduce this. Just make a mark. I hope I do not go too fast. I hope you can follow me. Make a mark. Cut this shorter. And then you have your next perfect size pocket. That is exactly the same size as this flap right here. Okay, glue it on. Glue it, glue it, glue it, glue it on. Here we go. Nicely on the bottom. Perhaps with a little edge all the way around. A nice pocket. Okay, next we need to make those two small pockets right here, and these are how deep, let me check that, they are, how deep are they? 3/4. Then I think that I just used a leftover piece, so I'm just gonna see, I think that is this one. See, I just used my leftover piece right here. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is make a simple pocket, scoring on each side, a fold line, and then of course I will put this right here and then make a mark, and stay away, I can't say that enough, stay away 1 millimeter of that fold line, otherwise it was way too close to the edge, and you don't want that, you don't want that, you want your pages to be closed. Okay, now burnish this down. So that's how simple it is. And I'm gonna grab my other piece of paper and I'm gonna make exactly the same one. So I'm just gonna use this as my guideline, and then I'm gonna score. Here we go. Cut it down, and there you go. Just 2 simple pockets. Don't forget the bottom. Alright, so I'm gonna start on the bottom. Place this down as close as you can get to this pocket. And there we go. There we go. Place the other one. The bottom, and for this one we're just gonna start where the other page is stopped, of course. So on the right side, equal. Alright, so this pocket, this bottom pocket is the same as the bottom of this page, and this is the same on here. So 2 pockets, simple. Here is that pocket, this is the pocket, this closes down, and then this closes down, and then we're gonna make another pocket, and let's see which leftover piece I left for that one. That is 4 1/4. So yeah, I always like to search first to my leftover pieces. And if even it's a 4 or 4 1/40, that is this one. But if you don't have it, it's a 4 or a 4 1/4. Totally up to you. Just use your scraps first before you cut anything else. Alright, now I'm just gonna score, making a pocket on top right here. As simple as it can get. That's that. Put some glue on. And then the fun can begin, guys. The fun can begin with the design paper. Yes! So cool. Okay, put this nicely at the bottom. go. And now the final last thing is you will see that your flap is not the same size. You see now? See, it's not equal. And I saved that for the last. So now I can make this flap exactly nice size. So be aware that you need your space. So this is straight, this one. And now I'm just gonna make that mark. And now I am gonna cut this down. And now I have the perfect size. So this is equal. Everything is equal right here on top. Yeah, cool. All right, and then I think it's ready. Is it that? So let me check it out. Let me check it out. Okay, guys, so what we have is, we have the flap with that 1/8 expandable spot. We have the pocket, and this flips all down. Then we have 1, 2 page, 1, 2 page. Then we have a pocket. We have a pocket. This flips to the left, and then we have pocket, 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 pocket. That's that for the top, exactly the same. And then this all flips to the left, and one time to the right, big pocket. And I want to keep those 3 pages, 1, 2, 3 pages. I want to keep those flat for having a nice photo frame layout or something, and a big pocket. So yeah, they are both equal. And yeah, that's it. I was thinking right now, well, no, it's not needed. It was not needed, but perhaps, why did I not put this lid on the bottom right here? That makes us everything put in one spot. Do you know what I mean? Then this would be also the closure, but that's an option. I don't think it's needed, because this is heavy enough to close that down. So yeah, it's not needed, but it's an option. Alright guys, so now it's fun playtime. Yeah, how I'm gonna do that? Yeah, I'm gonna film it all, and of course, why not? If you don't like that, then skip this part. Having fun with the design paper is something that, yeah, it's for me an opportunity to chit chat and yeah, something like that. So please join me if you like, and otherwise I will see you back to the next page. Beige page. All right.